Hey Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. This is your August 2020 horoscope prediction video. And in this video, we're going to cover your month's theme and the challenges you might face. We're going to look at hidden gems you may be able to use this month to help you be successful, as well as what Divine has to say about it. Then we'll move into what actions to take and the mindset to take on in the month of August. Lastly, we'll look at your love life and your career and finances. Make sure you're watching all three videos, because if you do, you're going to get the most personalized message you can possibly get in this generalized message setting if you combine all three together. If you'd like a very personal reading, I do offer them on my website at www.minanixtarot.com. For those of you who are cross-watching for someone that they love, I'm going to put in the description box below a link directly to the love and romance section so you can skip right to where you need to go. For those of you who are wondering, I don't think I know what my Sun, Moon, and Rising sign are, no problem. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below to a natal chart creator. That way you can go ahead and find out the answers to that. Okay, everyone, let's begin. Okay, Gemini, the theme of your month is the Cosmic Egg, the Emperor, and the Eight of Wands. In the month of August, you are at an end of a cycle, and so you're going to be seeing a lot of opportunities rushing in. I feel like you're at a point where you're finally feeling stable and things are going well, and then we have this Eight of Wands here, and it's like things are coming at you quickly. The good news is all the lessons that you've just learned, it's going to be a lot less overwhelming for you to take all of those things on. And in reality, those are very, very good opportunities, kind of exciting new ventures that you can really feel positive and energetic about. The Cosmic Egg here represents the crown chakra, so this is coming together in harmony. It's bringing everything together in peaceful bliss. It's being at the end of the chakra cycle, and so when you get there, you have some very nicely gained wisdoms that you can use at your disposal. So this is a beautiful theme for you, Gemini, in the month of August 2020. What hidden gems can you use? We've got the Ace of Cups and the Rabbit. The Ace of Cups also denotes new beginnings, and I love the fact that usually it's affiliated with kind of relationships or love, some new feelings of happiness and positivity about yourself and about the romance that's around you. You could also be getting some opportunities to socialize or go out with your partner or make some kind of excursion that you weren't expecting. It's combined with this Rabbit card. Essentially, you may be feeling a little apprehensive about this new friendship, about going out, about seeing people, and that makes complete sense to me. You've been in a state of being overwhelmed, and so you may be feeling like all these things are great, but when will the horrible come in? When am I going to be told that actually it's not going to work out for me? I really want to urge you to not think that way, to really just appreciate the opportunity that has come for you. Just take a second and listen to the people around you, because they're going to have a wisdom of their own that you can kind of rely on. So when you are feeling like all these things are great for now, but just wait until the bad stuff happens, I want you to take a second and share that with someone and then listen to their response and really tune into what they're saying. I feel like they're going to have a little bit of comfort for you moving forward, especially when we see this very happy relationships card here. What does Divine have to say? Temperance and the Tiger. Both of these cards, what they have in common is they are about finding your inner calm. They're about getting to a place of ease inside any situation. That is much easier said than done, right? So something that I'm going to challenge you to do is to work on some kind of meditation, whatever meditation sounds good for you. I know as Geminis, I'm a Gemini moon. It's really, really hard to calm our brains down enough to do meditation. When I started out with 2 minutes. And then slowly I grew it to 5 minutes, and then slowly I was growing it up to even 20 minutes. That's about as long as I can sit still and have my brain turn off, but I'm not saying all of you are like this. But definitely take it day by day, bit by bit, because you're really being asked to pull from your feminine, your divine feminine. Be a bit sensitive, but receptive. You're asking to be like calm and patient with people. And Divine is really excited because you're getting to that place finally where everything is going to feel balanced. I feel like lately you've been kind of chaotic. The world's been rocky. It's like things are coming at you fast. Things aren't moving at all. This is going wrong in your relationship, and then the next minute everything's going right. And there doesn't seem to be any patterns that you can logically think through. And finally, when I see this Temperance card, especially in the realm of advice from spirit guides, they're saying like, it's okay. Things are going to start balancing out, and you're going to start to be able to take these minor little issues and realize that they don't throw your whole balance off. There's going to be a maturity, again, a wisdom from you that allows these more chaotic events into your life with ease. You're going to say, that was a minor setback, and then you're going to be able to move on from it. It's not going to rock your whole day. So I'm really, really excited for all the wisdom that you're gaining in August, Gemini. Let's move into what challenges you may face. The King of Cups. Some really good balance I want to point out. Emperor, the King, these are very divine masculine, and then you've got some very divine feminine cards. So even your cards are balanced in divine masculine and divine feminine. The challenge this month for you is finding that emotional maturity. I feel like for me and a lot of the other Geminis I know, emotions kind of sneak up on us, like we're logicking our way through things, and then all of a sudden it's like crash and burn and boom, out comes an outpouring of emotions. And so the challenge this month is really gaining control over your emotions and finding a place of being a lot calmer and sympathetic. It's much more difficult than one would think, especially with a racing mind that never stops moving, never stops contemplating, and never stops trying to look at the bigger picture and smaller details. You need some kind of calming place or calming music or something calming in your life that you can go back to this entire month. So take a second and think of something calming that you can do. I'll give you a little bit of time. I want you to write that down somewhere where you're going to see it every day. And when you start to feel overwhelmed, go ahead, look at that thing, and then do it. Get yourself back to a place of calm so that you can both use your intellect and your sense of emotional maturity to make decisions moving forward. So what action should you be taking? What can you be doing? The Queen of Pentacles. Wow, some court cards coming out today. This is the month to set big goals. This is the month to plan for big financial gains. This is the month to really look at what you want your future to be and then sit down and write down how you're going to get there. How are you going to achieve the things that you want? Well, are you working on becoming financially independent in the next 5 years? Are you looking at becoming more organized and down to earth? I have a feeling that for a lot of you, you've been really working on your earthly qualities. So these are things like being responsible, being organized, being a good hostess, kind of in the vibe of the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You may actually be looking into being more financially successful or just successful in your career as well. And this is saying that yes, this is the month to sit down and make those long-term goals and really talk about how you're going to get there step by step. What mindset should you be in? The Six of Swords reversed. Okay, this card can also represent being overwhelmed. So we're definitely getting the message, Gemini, that you are quite overwhelmed right now. And I think that makes a lot of sense with the current climate and the current situations going on in the world, that you would kind of feel stressed and overwhelmed, especially because you're always tuned into your electronics, into social media. And so it's all coming at you a lot. For some of you, I'm going to recommend that you take some time away from social media. You take some time away from the news. For those of you who are Americans and you've been watching the political race, I think at this point you probably already know who you're voting for, so it's okay for you to just take some time off, sign off from that, and not worry about it anymore. For those of you who are worried about COVID and the rising cases, you at this point know exactly what the CDC is recommending to you to do, and if you don't, and if something changes, I'm sure someone else in your life will alert you. So it's okay to take some time away from those things if that is what's making you feel anxious and overwhelmed at this time. This card also talks about slow healing. So know that these things aren't going to happen tomorrow for you. It takes time. It takes a long time. I think it's like 21 days to change a habit or something like that. And I would venture even longer if it's something that you're really struggling with. So you don't have to be so hard on yourself. Keep in the mindset that healing takes time, that reversing things takes a long time, and realize that you don't have to be the perfect person you want to be tomorrow. Okay, for love and romance. The Star. Ooh. Let's pull an oracle card. You are safe and protected. Oh. Some of you are really going to be able to rely on your relationships this month. For my single Geminis out there, this is saying that it's time for you to let go of some of that past relationship baggage that you've been carrying around. If you've been looking through the lens of a past relationship in every new person or relationship that you enter into, it's time for you to say goodbye to that and make a new start. You're closing that chapter. You're at your crown chakra. The chapter has ended, and now you're moving on to bigger and better things. You can feel safe in knowing that those things aren't going to happen again. You have already learned that lesson, and it doesn't need to happen one more time for you. So you are safe and protected. You can just kind of let those things go. That doesn't mean that you just throw caution to the wind and date anyone and do whatever and not ignore some warning signs from people. That's not what you are safe and protected means. It just means you don't have to worry about the things that plagued you in past relationships anymore. You've learned that lesson, you've figured out that karma, and we're moving on now. For my Geminis who are in a relationship, this is going to be a time of really kindling the relationship. If things have been on the rocks lately, then you're definitely going to be progressing into some deeper, stronger relationship stuff. I have a feeling that the issues you've been having lately, you're finally going to come to an understanding, and it's going to deepen your relationship more than you even thought possible. It's going to make you feel very safe and connected and protected in this relationship. The Star tells you that any issues you may have had in the past are now getting healed, and you can look forward to a brighter future. So this is just like the perfect pairing of cards, right? They go together so well. If you're still struggling to let go of some of that past fear in relationships, because even though I say let it go, it's really hard to get yourself out of some of those repeating defense mechanisms that you've developed over time. Here's what I'd like for you to do. You're going to work on your root chakra this month. You're going to make some kind of safety plan, and I want you to think about what you would do if things went sour in the relationship. Just make a plan for that. Are you able to get out of the relationship if you need to be? If so, then you can rest assured that if anything were to happen to you, you would be able to get out. So there's no reason to worry about it anymore. If not, you need to figure out a way to make yourself independent of this person enough. That way you can feel safe and grounded again. Is this person physically and emotionally safe with you? Again, if the answer is yes, then you don't really have any reasons to be worrying. You can just put that away for now, unless proven differently in the future. If they aren't being physically safe and protective of you, then it's time to get away from them and move into a safer partnership. Or let them know that you're not going to stand for it anymore. Whatever you need to do to make yourself feel like you're back in control. Make a list of all your favorite comfort items that you wear, that you have in your home, and surround yourself with those things this month so that you can really feel supported in your home and with your loved ones. Okay, let's move into career and finance. The Chariot reversed. This card is about making sure that you slowly work towards your goals, that you take things one step at a time, and you aren't really forcing things to move forward before they're ready. Remember, healing takes time. All of these things take time. You're not going to get and be everything you want tomorrow. So be very aware of any obstacles in your way, and if you need to step back for a bit and take a look at them, and make sure that things are really, and make a plan before you reach over them and then potentially fail and then set yourself back a few paces, do that. Do not rush into any financial situations quickly. Definitely take some time, consider them, read the contract fully, have someone else read the contract, get as much advice as you can. This is not the month to enter into new financial situations lightly. You can do it, just make sure you've got some really solid, trusted advice before you move forward with anything. I have a feeling you're going to find some things in the small print that you weren't expecting, so definitely keep a very close eye on your finances this month, Gemini. Let's go ahead and roll the astro dice so we can get a better sense of the reading. We've got the Sagittarius symbol here, Venus, which is represented by Taurus and Libra, and the 7th house, which is represented by Libra. So we've got Libra, Taurus, Sagittarius. They could be in your sun, moon, and rising chart as well, Gemini. Looking at this is pretty heavy imagery about beauty and imagery about attraction and love and harmony in your life. I love this for you. And when I see this Sagittarius symbol, it means finding luck and expansion in those areas. It means learning a lot and gaining a lot of wisdom in the areas of romance, relationships, in general, just attraction and harmony in your life. So this is going to be a huge turning point for you, Gemini. This month is really changing things around for you in the year, and I'm so excited to hear about how the rest of your month turns out. These are all the messages I'm getting for you. If you like this video, go ahead and comment down below or like the video. Subscribe to my channel for pick a card videos as well as more monthly horoscope readings, and I will see you next time. Bye.